This is the 2002 painting, Every Day It Hurts to Wake Up. And that's just one of many watercolor paintings by an artist whose name you know, but not for his paintings. Today, we will be exploring the artwork of Marilyn Manson. I share videos about art and artists every day, and it constantly changes, so follow along. Brian Hugh Warner, aka Marilyn Manson, was born January 5th, 1969 in Canton, Ohio. His stage name comes from mixing the names of two 1960s American cultural icons, the legendary and angelic actress Marilyn Monroe and the despicable, convicted, multiple murder mastermind Charles Manson. He attended Heritage Christian School from 1st grade to 10th grade, where he said that he experienced traumatic brainwashing. He said that he was so terrified by the end of the world and the Antichrist that he became obsessed with it. And that darkness has definitely reflected on his art. Manson says that he's been a recreational painter all of his life, but his earliest known work is from 1995. But in 1998, he officially began his career as a watercolor painter in what he calls his gray period. He said in an interview that he began his career by making 5-minute concept pieces and selling them to drug dealers. And he says that for most of the water in his painting, he uses a children's Alice in Wonderland tin. He also said that he uses a 1920s Mortician paint kit originally used for touching up cadavers. A cadaver is a dead body used for research purposes, like in this painting, The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Tolt by Rembrandt, but let's get back to Marilyn Manson. On September 13, 2002, Marilyn Manson's first exhibit, The Golden Age of Grotesque, was held at the Los Angeles Contemporary Exhibition Center. Art critic Max Henry described the works as a psychiatric patient who had been given materials to use as therapy. In 2007, he launched his own brand of absinthe, and his painting When I Get Old was used for the bottle label. The prices of his work have been somewhat controversial for fans and critics. His least expensive pieces, which are ironically of his ex-girlfriend Rose McGowan, are priced at $1,500. This one, Experience as the Mistress of Fools, was sold for $35,000 and was also used for the cover of Marilyn Manson's 2004 album Lest We Forget, The Best Of. His biggest sale to date was in 2007 when an American collector bought his piece Die Deutsche Kämpferin for $105,000. And I chose not to include the piece in this video. You can look it up if you want, but if I posted it, it would probably have gotten taken down. At the end of the day, whether it's your vibe or not, Manson's art is as unique as he is. Despite what the critics say, I actually like a lot of his art, and I know that a lot of people say that it only sells for high prices because of who he is, but yeah, that's how art works. But what do you think? Is his art worth 6 figures, or is it just overpriced trash? Let me know in the comments.